music has been the heartbeat of our souls, weaving tales of passion, unity, and resilience. Join us on a journey through time where each note carries the essence of more than 6 decades of dedication and musical prowess. Together, let's reminisce about the moments that shaped us, embrace the melodies that unite us, and celebrate the everlasting joy that music brings to our lives. Welcome to the celebration of the continuing legacy of musical excellence, the 60th anniversary celebrations of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya.
According to the tradition, to light the traditional oil lamp, I would like to call upon our chief guest, Mrs. Ushita Samarakon, guests of honor, Professor Anoja Fernando and Mrs. Shivanti De Silva, our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Seneviratna, Deputy Principals, Ms. Jeevana Ariratna, Mrs. Dulani Priyadarshani and Mrs. Prasadini Ratnasiri, Assistant Principals, Mrs. Nishantika Vellapuli, Mrs. Chandrika Ratnayaka and Mrs. Chamari Gunasekara, Secretary of the School Development Society, Mrs. Rosangani Prematilaka, Vice President of the All Girls Association, Teacher in charge of the Senior Western Band, Mrs. Vasantika Samarasena, Head Prefect, Thisarani Malagoda, and the leader of the Senior Western Band, Nadinsa Vijayasekara.
To commence the day's proceedings, please rise for the school anthem.
Maha
We now invite the band leader of the Senior Western Band, Nadinsa Vijayasekara, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure and honor that I stand before you today amidst the jubilant celebrations of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya. I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Ushita Samarakon, Directress, Western Music, Ministry of Education, our esteemed guest of honor, Professor Anoja Fernando, Emeritus, Professor of Pharmacology, University of Brunei, and member, UNESCO International Bioethics Committee, School Captain of Visakha Vidyalaya, 1963, former band leader, 1963-64, Mrs. Shivanti Da Silva, Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Senaviratna, Deputy Principals, Assistant Principals, Sectional Heads, Teachers, past leaders, past members, parents, my dear Visakhians, and my fellow members of the Senior Western Band. As we gather here today to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the establishment of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya, it fills me with immense pride to reflect on the rich history and remarkable journey of our musical ensemble. We stand as a testament to the pioneering spirit of our school, being the first girls' school in Sri Lanka to embrace the art of brass bands. Our journey began over 6 decades ago, and since then, we have evolved and flourished thanks to the dedication and commitment of all those who have contributed to our band's legacy. Past teachers, leaders, and members have paved the way for us to become one of the leading bands in the island. As I stand here, completing my tenure as the band leader, I cannot help but reminisce about the journey we've undertaken together. Today, I'm proud to announce that we have grown to encompass 55 permanent members in the senior band and an additional 60 members in the junior pool. Our achievements over the past year have been nothing short of remarkable. Together, we organized our first grand inter-school band competition at the Nelumpokona Theatre on 6th October, showcasing our talent and dedication to the art form. Additionally, we had the honor of performing at 30 different events, including zonal, provincial, and national athletic meets. Notably, we made history by becoming the first girls' school to perform as a middle band at the National Athletic Meet, an achievement that we are immensely proud of. Furthermore, we clinched victory in 2 national level events, emerging as the champions in both the provincial and national levels of the all-island competition, as well as securing first place at the National Youth Athletic Meet. None of these accomplishments would have been possible without the unwavering support and guidance of our mentors and educators. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Senaviratna, for her constant encouragement and support. To our Deputy Principals, Assistant Principals, Sectional Heads, and teachers, thank you for believing in our potential and guiding us every step of the way. A special mention goes to the teacher in charge of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya, Mrs. Vasantika Samarasena, whose dedication and commitment to the band have been instrumental in our success. Your tireless efforts and late-night rehearsals have molded us into the accomplishments musicians we have today. I am also grateful to Western music teacher, Mrs. Nimani Basnayaka, for her guidance and support. I also extend my gratitude to our coaches, Mr. Saman Kularatna, Mr. Anurajayati sir, Mr. Chaminda Pramath, and Mr. Nalin Pushpakumara for their invaluable guidance and training. To my fellow seniors, thank you for being an exceptional team and leading by example. Together, we have proven that the unity and determination when anything is possible. And to all my fellow band members, thank you for your unstinted support and dedication. I am confident that you will continue to uphold the pride of our alma mater in all your future musical endeavors. As we celebrate this milestone, let us remember the word of the great musician Ludwig van Beethoven, who once said, "Music can change the world." So, let our music continue to inspire, uplift, and unite everyone as we carry forth the legacy of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya for generations to come. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on a journey through time and melody, we invite you to witness a glimpse into the rich tapestry of our musical history with a documentary on the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya. Through captivating visuals and heartfelt narratives, this documentary will transport you through 6 decades of dedication, talent, and unforgettable melodies. Without further ado, join us in commemorating our legacy, cherishing the memories, and embracing the timeless legacy of musical excellence at Visakha Vidyalaya.
Years of musical excellence. The legacy continues. 60th anniversary celebrations. Commemorating the establishment of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya. The Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya has a rich history that began over 6 decades ago. It holds the distinction of being the first girls' school in Sri Lanka to establish a brass band. Mrs. Sita Joseph Deseram held the initial position of teacher in charge, while Shivanthi De Silva assumed the role of the first band leader. Since its inception, the band has grown in both size and skill, becoming a renowned musical ensemble within the school and beyond. Numerous teachers contributed their expertise to the band's development. In 2004, the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya started participating in all-island competitions, showcasing their talent and dedication to music. Throughout its history, numerous leaders and members have played pivotal roles in the band's success. Over the years, the band has achieved a remarkable success, earning numerous awards in various musical categories. Their consistent excellence and commitment to the craft have propelled them to the forefront of school bands in the country. The latest accomplishment of the Senior Western Band includes securing the first place in the mixed instrumental category at both the provincial and national levels. From soulful melodies to electrifying beats, they've mastered it all. This journey doesn't stop here. They are ready for an unforgettable experience. Please welcome on stage the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya, where talent meets passion and notes transform into unforgettable melodies.
And now, the time has arrived to appreciate the outgoing members of the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya for their service which they have rendered for over 8 years. The harmony, synchronization, and versatility that you have achieved as a band is evidence of the countless hours of practice, commitment, and hard work. The exceptional musicality and technical proficiency that each and every member has displayed by mastering their instruments has been nothing short of exceptional. I sincerely invite our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Seneviratna, who will be assisted by Mrs. Vasantika Samarasena, the teacher in charge of the Senior Western Band, to distribute the certificates to the outgoing members of the Senior Western Band. Outgoing Band Leader, Nadinsa Vijayasekara. Outgoing members, Pinide Pereira, Methni Alavatugoda, Binuri Jaitunga, Chatuni Palpola, Siloni Singera, Sasindi Jaisurya, Shalini Gunasinghe, Chenara De Silva, Mauli Pereira, Lehansa Fernando, Ranudi Vijayanayaka, and Vihangana Kandage.
She is the shadow behind our success and the undying strength which drives all Visakhians to achieve nothing but the best. I cordially invite our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Seneviratna, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon to all of you. Our chief guest, Ms. Ushita Samarakon, Director of Western Music, Ministry of Education. The guest of honors, the Mrs. Shivanti Meevanapalana Silva and Professor Anuja Fernando. Past principals, past and present deputy principals, assistant principals, past and present teachers, sectional heads, grade heads, distinguished guests, parents, members of the SDS and OGA, and my dear Visakhians. Today marks a truly special occasion at Visakha Vidyalaya as we gather here to celebrate the 60th birthday of our spectacular Western band. For 6 decades, this band has been a shining beacon of musical excellence and camaraderie, enriching the spirit of the school community and many others with melodies, performances at countless memorable events. The review of the Western band's progress from the modest beginning to present level of recognition and professionalism highlights the challenges and determination of the pioneers of the band throughout the journey. We are privileged to have with us here today Mrs. Shivanti Mivalampalana Silva, who was our Western band leader in 1963, along with Professor Anuja Fernando, who was the school captain in the same year. The expertise and passion of the leaders during the formative period in optimizing talents and skills produced an outfit that became a cornerstone of our school's cultural identity and the symbol of unity, discipline, and artistic expression. Behind every trumpet note and every memorizing performance are the hard work and perseverance of Visakhians under the guidance of our dedicated music teachers, such as late Mrs. Sita Joseph, who was a monumental figure in the history of our Western band. It is through their unwavering commitment to excellence that our band has achieved numerous accolades, showcasing talents in prestigious stages that left audience in awe time and time again. But beyond the trophies and accolades, the Western band embodies the value of teamwork, discipline, and creativity that are essential for success. Through the music, one learns the importance of collaboration, responsibility, and pushing the boundaries of potential. The experience gained as members of the band go far beyond the confines of the music room, shaping them into well-rounded individuals ready to face the challenges of the world. Celebrating six decades of musical brilliance, let us also express our heartfelt gratitude to all the past and present members of the Western band for their unwavering effort and dedication in creating an outfit that we are immensely proud of. To our music teachers, past and present, thank you for nurturing and inspiring our students, igniting their love of music and instilling in them the value of perseverance and excellence. As we look towards the future, let us continue to support and uplift our Western band, ensuring its legacy of musical excellence and camaraderie continues for generations to come. Happy 60th birthday, Western band. May your melodies continue to resonate in our hearts and minds, uniting us in harmony and joy. Thank you for everyone.
We now invite you to join us in this exhilarating moment as we toast to the decades of harmonious melodies, unforgettable memories, and the enduring spirits of the senior Western band of Visakha Vidyalaya. We cordially invite the guests of honor for the evening, Professor Anuja Fernando and Mrs. Shivanti De Silva, our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Seneviratna, past band leaders, Tavini Nanayakara, Chavi Veerasinghe, Nadani Mendes, Tharushi Liyanage, Tharushi Ponnampenuma, Thanumi Ekanayaka, and Ushira Jayavira, and the present band leader, Nadinsa Vijayasekara, to lead us in the cutting of the celebratory cake. Before we proceed, let's take a moment to hear from our guests of honor regarding their thoughts on this celebration.
Professor Anuja, as a former head prefect of Visakha Vidyalaya, how does it feel to witness this journey of 60 years from your time to this milestone?
So, in 1963, I was head girl. Of course, we start in the middle of the year and then we go on to the next years until 1964. So I would first of all like to pay a tribute to the teacher in charge of Western music at that time. What we had then was a club or committee called the Western Music Circle. I can see a couple of members still who were members of that society. And that was the committee that was responsible for all things concerning Western music. And Mrs. Sita Joseph was the live wire, and she was so dedicated and enthusiastic and introduced us to all different aspects of Western music, taking us to various performances, and she was the live wire behind this. So first, that is what I would like to say. First of all, we owe a great debt of gratitude to her, Sita Joseph. Mrs. Pullimud, Mrs. Susan George Pullimud was the principal at that time. She was always very enthusiastic about all our extracurricular activities. I also remember 1964 as being the year we celebrated the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. And we decided to have 4 scenes from Shakespeare for the inter-school drama competition. So that too, Mrs. Pullimud was really very encouraging, and that was a sort of a very good effort on our parts of the students. It proved to be so successful that we had a public performance of the 4 scenes from Shakespeare by 4 houses. At that time, we had only 4 houses. In fact, the British Council at that time had, I think, perhaps forgotten that it was the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare. But when they found out that a girls' school, was putting up a public performance of 4 scenes, they got activated and they thought they'll have an inter-school Shakespeare competition. And of course, as you all know, Visakha, the team from Visakha, the winning team from Visakha house team won the inter-school competition as well. Perhaps the first time they won inter-school Shakespeare competition. So I think that's all I can say about some things pertaining to my school life. March 1964, I think I would have just got my results and would have been quite pleased about the results. I'd like to say something, Shiva. Well, I must say something about Shiva. Now, before we had our own band, for all our sports meets, we used to get the St. Peter's College band. They were very smart, the boys, of course. But when we had our team, and Shivantamala Mivanapalana, then she was the leader of the band, and she, I think, was just as smart as the St. Peter's College band leader. We were so thrilled, we were so proud and happy to see her leading our band, so smart, and she would throw that up and catch it. So I think we all should be very proud of her and watch that.
Okay. Thank you, madam. Your nostalgic words truly impressed us. And Mrs. Shivanti, as a former band leader, what are your thoughts and emotions seeing the Western band flourish and celebrate its 60th anniversary today?
Now I'm going to be 74 in August this year. Okay? I led the junior band. Actually, I was not in the junior school, but in the intermediate school. But the games teacher said, "Me oila me avilla me march karanda pennanda." And from there onwards, I think for about 14 years, I led the school band till I left school. And of course, we didn't have a maze. My brother turned out one with a unabambua, thin unabambua. And we didn't have any of the instruments. They were all like melodicas and flutes and recorders? Melodica. And we survived from there. We ourselves purchased some of the first instruments by having various shows for the school children and charging them for it. And then, but I have nothing more to say. Everything has been said. We also won some all-school band competitions. At one point, we used to go all over the island for various openings into big schools and so on. But the main thing is when we first got our plane, I think Sri Lankan or Air Lanka or whatever, tiny plane, we were asked to perform there on the Katunayaka pitch. And Mrs. Joseph had taught us three tunes. We were not getting off the runway till we finished the tunes and the plane was going to land. But we finished everything before we took off from that place. That was our first public performance when we welcomed our national plane. Okay, that's it.
Thank you, Madam. And could you please stay with us for another moment? As a token of our appreciation and respect for their contributions to the legacy of Visakha Vidyalaya and the Senior Western Band, we are honored to present our guests of honor with a special token, which would be presented by the band leader, Nadinsa Vijayasekara, and member of the Senior Western Band, Pinidhi Pereira. We hope that this token serves as a symbol of our enduring appreciation and recognition towards your contributions to this ongoing legacy. Thank you, Madam.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be mesmerized as we set the stage for an exciting performance by the Senior Western Band of Visakha Vidyalaya. It is our distinct honor and privilege to have with us today our esteemed chief guest, Mrs. Ushita Samarakon, the Deputy Directress of the Western Music at the Ministry of Education. Her unwavering dedication and expertise in promoting musical education have been an inspiration to us all. We now invite Mrs. Samarakon to enlighten us with her insight.
A very good evening to all of you, honorable guests, Madam Principal, teachers, members of the Senior Western Band, and dear students. It is with great pleasure and honor that I stand before you today to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Senior Western Band at Visakha Vidyalaya. This is a momentous occasion, and I'm deeply grateful to have been invited to be a part of it. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the principal of Visakha Vidyalaya, Madam Manomi Seniviratna, the deputy principals, teachers in charge of the Senior Western Band, Ms. Vasantika Samarasinghe and Mrs. Nimani Basnayaka, and the present band leader, Ms. Nadinsa Vijayasekara, for this invitation. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed guests of honor, the very first band leader, Mrs. Shivanti Mivanapalana de Silva, and the former head prefect, Professor Anuja Fernando. Your presence here today is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Senior Western Band. As you celebrate 6 decades of musical excellence today, I think it is important to reflect on the dedication and hard work of the teachers who have nurtured and guided you over the years. Their commitment to music education has not only enriched the lives of countless students, but has also elevated the reputation of Visakha Vidyalaya as the best Western band in the island. I would like to make a moment to remember and salute to the teachers who were instrumental in forming and upholding this prestigious title. As someone who was once a band leader in my own school, I understand the transformative power that music education can have on a student's life. Being part of a band teaches students discipline, teamwork, and the value of hard work. It provides them with a sense of belonging and instills in them a lifelong appreciation for music. My role in music education has shown me the first-hand importance of providing students with opportunities to participate in musical ensembles like the Senior Western Band. Not only does it enrich their lives, but it also helps them develop important skills that will serve them well in the future. As you celebrate this milestone, you will always remember the countless hours of practice, the sacrifice made, and the friendships along the way. I have experienced that the Senior Western Band at Visakha Vidyalaya is not just a musical ensemble. It is a testament to the power of music to unite, inspire, and transform lives. This evening's performance must have brought back many beautiful memories for Ms. Shivanti de Silva. You are sure to be proud of the performing standards of your present band. Over the years, I have witnessed how school Western bands' performances have evolved into musical performances. And today's performance by the Visakha Vidyalaya Band was a moving step towards excellence. In closing, I would like to congratulate everyone associated with the Senior Western Band on this remarkable achievement. May the music continues to uplift and inspire generations to come. Thank you.
We now have the privilege of expressing our deepest gratitude to our chief guest, Mrs. Ushita Samarakon, for gracing us with her presence and sharing her invaluable wisdom. As a token of our appreciation for her outstanding contributions to the field of music education, we are honored to present her with a special token. We sincerely invite our Madam Principal, Mrs. Manomi Seniviratna, on stage to present the token.
Get ready to be transported to a realm of musical brilliance and sheer joy as we are about to witness another brilliant performance by the Senior Western Band.
As we reach the end of this unforgettable celebration, let's embrace the memories we've created tonight and look forward to a new era of music that will continue to inspire us. Thank you all for being part of this special evening filled with harmony and joy. Finally, to conclude the day's proceedings, please rise for the pride of our nation, the national anthem.